Meeting to adopt or vote on one item, and that will be Finance Emergency Rental Assistance Program Administration Contract. Unless any board members got any comments they would like to make at the beginning of this meeting, I will go ahead and call on our attorney to present this for us.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. You have at your desks a copy of a proposed contract with Yardi Systems Incorporated that is for Emergency Rental Assistance Program. As we talked about previously, Johnston County solicited proposals from qualified vendors to provide software and case management services for the administration of Johnston County's Emergency Rental Assistance Program. This program is funded through state and federal appropriations, and it's intended to assist households that are unable to pay rent or utilities. 3 proposals were received, and staff believes that Yardi Systems Incorporated is the most competitive proposal to address the needs of Johnston County citizens. Under the terms of this contract, Yardi will provide access to rental relief software, case management, customer service support calls, and payment administration of that rental assistance program. The contract is a 1-year term, and we have the opportunity to renew should we so desire. If at any time we want to terminate this contract with Yardi, we can at our convenience with a 45-day notice period. And we will only be responsible to Yardi for the payment of undisputed fees that are earned up until that time. The annual fee for the software is $136,500. That will be billed quarterly at $34,125. There's a setup fee of $25,000, which will include program marketing materials, customized portal design, training, support, and case entry of files that have already been processed in-house by Johnston County. Case management and customer service support will be billed at $10,000 per staff member per month. This is currently estimated to be $70,000 for the first month, but it can be adjusted up or down depending on the need, and we've got some metrics in the contract that address that. We respectfully request that you approve this contract, and if you were to approve this contract tonight, we are told that we can have the portal up and running and available to our citizens no later than September 7th. I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Chancellor, these incurring costs are also eligible for COVID money to be spent, right?
Yes, sir. The administrative fees can be paid by the program.
Is there,
Go ahead.
please, is there a deadline on the money? It has to be spent by?
Treasury has advised that it's recommended that this be obligated, 65% of this money be obligated by the end of September, this September. And so Yardi's going to be working extraordinarily hard between now and then to get that money obligated. We have heard, but we've not seen official action from Treasury that they're not going to de-obligate or take the money back if it's not obligated by the end of September. But certainly Yardi understands that it is our goal to have 65% of those funds obligated by the end of September.
I guess that was the urgency of the special call meeting to,
yes, sir,
to go ahead and get this underway as quickly as possible.
Yes, sir, and we appreciate the additional week.
And the assistance and the help as quick as they can get it.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chairman, I've been involved in this process since we started with DSS, and this is something that has been worked on by existing county staff, not only DSS staff, but also with the finance department. Their audit division has worked diligently to try to get this out. The key is to try to get these processed as quickly as possible, because there's citizens that are in desperate need of this help. So this is going to streamline that process. It will also allow the COVID relief fund monies to pay for the program, as opposed to pulling general salaries for the people that are already doing this, and the program loss of all those people who have day jobs as well. And it's quite a daunting task. There's a lot of, I saw a picture today of the mounds of applications that are sitting there waiting to be processed. So this
And
is really urgent to get this done.
And if I could add, Mr. Harris, we are told that the payment processing time with this would only be 5 to 10 days, as opposed to the weeks that it's taking right now, simply because of the staffing resources and the ability of Yardi to handle the number of calls and files that we expect to receive.
Could we possibly anticipate this being complete by the end of the year?
There's two big buckets of money, so to speak. What we're hoping is that the $13 million is complete by the end of the year, and then the remaining money that was appropriated, we've got until 2025 to get that out. Our goal is to get it out as quickly and efficiently to our citizens as possible. We don't want to drag out the process by any means. We want to get it into the hands of the people that need it.
Rick, do you have something to add?
Yes, sir. I'll just add, and Jennifer explained it very well, that there is another 10 million beyond the 13 that's been designated, so the focus is on this original, the immediate 13 million now. And what we would like to do is provide the board with an update every month, kind of on where things stand, or what's been paid out, and what's been paid to the contractor, just to keep the board informed. I think that would be important for the board, because that we'll be doing this for a while. Thank you.
Okay. Any more questions or comments?
I did have one question on the process. Is it a first come, first serve on that way the applications come in, or is there some other prioritization schedule for getting those checks out?
At this point, it has been first in, first out. Now obviously, completed applications is what is being processed, and oftentimes what comes in is not completed. And so you've got staff members that are having to reach back out to folks to gather additional information, but that's essentially the way that it works. And of course, Treasury has set forth very specific guidelines as to who qualifies, income levels, those kinds of things, but it's been first in, first out. And so obviously, having a contractor like Yardi involved, the volume is going to move so much quicker, because they can handle it, because there's going to be a software system that does it for us.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion that we approve the rent relief agreement with Yardi Systems Incorporated.
Second.
For all the reasons that have been articulated, I think this is a good program for our county. So, but I feel like in my situation, I want to abstain from voting on this matter.
Yes, sir. And it brings up a question from me. The application process is through the renter, not the landlord, correct?
It is through the renter. With the ERA 2 funds, there's an opportunity for landlords to apply, but the tenant has to agree. So they both have to sign off on the application. But what we're dealing with right now is tenant application.
Okay. And we recognize your recuse. Any more questions or comments? We got a motion and we got a second. Rick?
No, sorry, that wouldn't be,
Okay.
that'd be inappropriate.
Okay, we got a motion, we got a second. Any more discussion? All in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Rick, thank you, Jennifer. Rick, you got something for us?
Yeah. I was just going to say, I want to thank the folks in DSS, as well as several on the finance team, for the work they've done on this, with having their other work they do too. And I think they have processed more than $1 million themselves internally.
Good job.
Congratulations to them on a great job, and I just want to mention that. Thank you.
Okay, before we get a motion to adjourn, I did fail to mention our fellow Commissioner Ted Godwin is not with us tonight. He had another obligation, but sends his regards.
So move we adjourn.
Second.
Got a motion, got a second, any discussion? All in favor of the motion? Aye. Opposed? We're adjourned.
Good job, Mr. Chairman.
I think I got the record now, don't I?